Each week, rain or shine, this open field turns into something called Sidewalk Sunday School, complete with music, drama, and Bible stories. And each week, some 200 kids from the housing projects behind me show up to learn about God. It's all part of an outreach called Dallas Metro. Clay Wallace started the ministry 26 years ago.
The easiest way to reach people is to reach them in their neighborhood, on their turf. We have a 1-hour program, 1-hour fast-paced action program that communicates the gospel in a way they can understand.
Children from broken families, danger zones, and some of the city's poorest communities attend the weekly gatherings.
These kids all live in high-risk crime areas. Many of our kids have been abused, physically, emotionally, sexually.
The crime rate over here is incredibly high. Windows broken out, their doors kicked in.
Live music and practical skits are just a few ways the ministry helps to bring peace. Wallace says while methods may change, the message remains the same.
Our goal every week is we teach one verse to every child.
They teach it to where kids and adults can understand about Jesus Christ.
CBN News visited one of the 14 neighborhoods that hosts the Bible-based program each week.
It's one of our original locations when we started doing Sidewalk Sunday School. The truck that's behind me, the side actually opens up and it becomes a stage. There's a stage with legs. It's about 4 feet off the ground, and the kids sit on the ground on tarps, two blue tarps and a green tarp.
Operations Director James Musiaki says, while kids are the main focus, there's a fringe benefit.
We have parents that come out, and the cool thing is that not only do the parents come out, there's people that don't even have kids that come and just watch and they're part of the program because they are so drawn to the atmosphere that's here on this lot.
Due to growing needs, a teen program, weekly food distribution, summer camp, and holiday giveaways have been added.
You never dream that you have the opportunity to have impact on tens of thousands of kids' lives, and that's what's happened over the years.
Timothy Thomas is just one life transformed by the ministry. Growing up, his parents belonged to a gang, a path he says he was sure to follow.
I was a little hot-headed, if you could describe a worse teenager, that was me. The one thing that I heard from them that really stuck was, Jesus is your friend, and that you should be a friend of God.
Karina Thomas and her family often struggle to make ends meet. She says Dallas Metro was always there providing love and support.
They were out there every single week knocking on our door. And to some families, it can be kind of like, they're back, why are they always coming back? And they never gave up.
Now college graduates and married, Timothy and Karina serve together as youth and children pastors at the ministry.
I remember as a kid looking up at the teachers on the stage thinking, man, they have it all together. Like, they're so cool, they know Jesus. I wish I could be like them, and I'm able to pour back out what Jesus poured into me.
If it wasn't for Dallas Metro, and if it wasn't for James and Pastor Clay just constantly being there, there's no telling where my life would end up. I would have followed what I called the neighborhood norm. Here's the neighborhood norm. You get out of high school, that's it. And if they weren't there, I probably would have did the same thing.
That constant connection led to a better life than he ever dreamed, something Thomas can now share with the new generation.
God has a purpose and a destiny for your life. And there's a way to get there, and you have to have a relationship with him.
Meanwhile, Wallace believes the last 2 decades of his ministry are just the foundation for the greater to come.
We have a new generation of leaders that God is raising up in our city. And I really believe this next generation is going to do far better, far exceeding anything that we have done the last 32 years.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Dallas.